the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your fifth grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and fifties.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football. All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Portland Snowhawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie!
Silver.
Check it, reload!
57.
Hey, Foxtrot!
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
61, match, when he hits!
Throwing on first down is Brady. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
1st down, New York.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check nickel.
2nd and 10. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Under 10. 36.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
first carry for Lamar Miller. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. It's time to end it. 65. Okay. Yeah. 65. Big Ed.
Back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Set. Mike 51. Time to go. Night. Slam. Check it out.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I can't just let you play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Snowhawks 7, Giants nothing.
Let's go now. If you want to, let's go. It's going to be a long day on this. Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready. Okay, come on. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Slam.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 51.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Ricky 3 Linda. Regular.
To throw again, Brady. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 20, 10, touchdown! Marlon Mack hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a shot. 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Wait, that 380.
Get him! Get him! Get him! He's coming! He's coming! He's coming! We got double up! Double up!
Hey, check it. Hey, exit.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Alert!
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down now, it's Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run on first down. Mack. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Marlon Mack as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Pull it, pass. Sponge. No.
They'll look to throw here. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Past the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about team script.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Space to maneuver at the 40. And the cutback to the sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there. 65 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run here with Mack. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and goal, Brady, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. And he nearly takes it the whole way. But he stopped at the 4-yard line.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle?
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
McManus's point after is good. And that will get him one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Regular.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
SOS.
Hey, Delta.
Mike.
Hey, call 66. Hey, check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. Going up top for Kupp. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run with Mack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a first down past the 30. He's got Smith here. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
First down, New York.
Let's go now. Crunch down, defense. Show it up. Show it up.
On first down, it's Hunt. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 77 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Brady, and that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. how do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Check 43.
They'll set up a throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Preston Brown there to knock that one away. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They run for it with Hunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They're going to look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line. So nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Milano, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Check. Mike's 54.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Complete. Smith has it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Hey, 66.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. They go right back to Mack. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And to the surprise of nobody that watched this game, guess who led the way in the victory? Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, Tom Brady, who did his normal performance and sometimes